Hi, and welcome to How to Play Disc Golf. Today, we're going to be showing you many steps to help you become the best possible disc golf player that you could possibly be. So first, I have some people I would like to introduce you to.
Name's Danny California, best disc golfer on the West Coast. Nice to meet you.
My name is Drew TV and I own an electric piano.
Mr. Long Drive here, known for long drives.
Hi, and my name is Bill Foster. Let's get the show on the road. Let's get started.
There are 3 rules as well in the game of disc golf. The first rule is par. Make sure that you have the correct par listed on top of your frisbee. So it says 6. So that means this one is good enough to throw. Make sure when you throw, you use both hands, because without par, you don't know how far you will go.
Apparently I'm supposed to explain what the basket means. It is a basket. It's not like any other baskets you've seen, okay? And let me explain why. It's yellow, it's got these chains. Reminds me of my prison days, I got out of there. But yeah, it's got this basket, and pretty much you can put anything in here. We like to put discs, but you can fit whatever you want. You got leftover food, throw it in here. You got your phone, keys, wallet, whatever, all in there. It fits anything you want, really. Sections. Have you ever had pi before? No? Okay. Well, if you've done math, E equals MC squared or something like that. So pretty much you're gonna apply that here. And that's pretty much it. You just gotta, it's a little bit of math. It's a little bit of just basket essentials that you can put in there. And yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say. It's pretty straightforward. I mean, if you don't get it, you're dumb.
Hi. So one thing that is very important when you play disc golf is the platform. So this is called the tee, and it's very purposeful for running, also for sliding, because sometimes that is a technique that you can use in disc golf, is sliding your whole body across the tee so that you can get the perfect shot that is proportionate to you, okay? And so one thing that's very important, if you come closer, is you'll see that the diaphragmatic perimeter of the tee is very important. So the best size that you want to get for to become the most masterful, awesome, most amazing frisbee golf player there is to make sure that you've got 160 feet by 12. Okay? That is something that is going to help your game, it's going to help your mental focus, and it's going to help your spirit too, because it gives you confidence. The bigger the diaphragmatic perimeter, the bigger the confidence. So, the way that this works is you want to make sure that you stand a good 8 feet away from the field, okay? And you want to make sure that the tee knows that it is cared for, because it is very important to the game, okay? So, you want to make sure that when you're grabbing a disc, you don't go too far off the tee, because going off the tee is like falling off a boat. It never ends well, and you die. So you want to make sure that when if you come closer, you'll see that even though you have all the space to use, you can use just a little bit, because that's all it takes to be the best, awesome player there is. You can do this motion too, because this helps a lot with mental focus. And launch it. Yeah, daddy! And that's what the tee's called.
I'm gonna teach you how to hold the disc the right way. Now, there's 2 main methods to hold it. The first one, I like to call the pinch. Hey, knock it off! The pinch method. Like a lobster, you pinch it. Gives you that good stability. Okay? Now, the second one, it's my favorite one. It tears up your thumbs, but it goes so far. It goes so far! It's called the thumbs up. So, you want to start with your thumb up, place the disc right there, thumbs up. And then you can throw it this way, or if you want to get fancy with it, that way. That's the 2 main methods.
Hi. So one thing that is really important for you when you are playing disc golf is to make sure that you understand every component of the disc. So if you come closer, we have 4 different numbers that is going to be of extremely valuable help to you when you are throwing your disc and wanting to get it perfectly into the tee, which is called a par. Okay? So this is how it works. So you want to make sure that you know what this first number means. Now, essentially, the first number is the amount of steps that you take to throw the disc. If it has a number 8 on it, that means you take 8 steps towards the goal when you're throwing the disc. This one only has 2 because this is a putt-and approach, so that means it goes very far. So that means you only need to take 2 steps when you're throwing the disc, okay? The second number on here represents the amount of times that you smile while you're throwing the disc. Now, the reason why this is important is because disc golf was invented in the 1980s by a guy named Eduardo, okay? If you look it up on Wikipedia, it's correct. And you want to make sure that you have the history of disc golf down, okay? So in the 1980s, it was invented to be a happy sport. There's lots of sports out there that aren't happy, like synchronized swimming, baseball, and also tennis, okay? So for those of you out there who like those sports, I don't know. The third step, or the third number on your disc here, is the level of speed that it goes, okay? So this one is 0. Now, in disc golf, the numbers are a little bit mixed. So if it's a higher number, that means it goes slower. If it's a lower number, it goes really fast. So because this is a putt-and approach, the 0 number represents the speed, which is like extra fast, okay? So that's how fast this disc will go at the speed of 0 miles per hour. But remember, in disc golf, it's all reversed. So it's gonna be different there. And then the last number, number 1, is the exact number that you need to hold up as a victory when your disc is flying. So when you do that, you want to make sure that when you throw it, just number 1. Recap: step, smile, speed, send it. So here we have our first hole, and this is hole 1. This hole is specifically 70,000 feet and par of 12. So we want to make sure in disc golf that you get the disc to the goal in as few steps as possible. Okay, so here we go.
Nice shot.
So that was about 10 feet.
Nice approach.
Alright, so we got that in 2 shots, which is 10 under par, and we call that the flamingo.
So now it's time for Silly Songs with Danny, the part of the show where Danny comes out and sings a silly song.
Here we go. I'm singing with my dog, her name's Lucy. Lucy likes to sing along with me. And I've got some friends, their names are Ashton and Jenna, Brighton and Tyler. Yeah. Yeah, Lucy is singing with me. She likes to sing along, 'cause she's a funny dog. Yes, we are singing in the Dude Ranch. We're singing about our friends that are so cool. Yeah. Ow! Dang it.
like your wrist is.
So
Nice.
another great thing about disc golf is the fact that it is the gift that keeps on giving. So something that's really important that you want to remember when you are disc golfing is disc golfing with others. It's not fun if you do it just by yourself. And another really key piece is actually helping others.
Watch me. For the 20th time. Try that. No, see, I think your form's a little wrong. Okay, we're going back to the nursing home. Stop it!
This is Steve Nash with Disc Bash. I got one question for you, buddy. Socks, what are they and how do you like to wear them?
Icy. Gotta wear them icy. They're like, fortunately that the HD disc, it was flowing around perfectly tonight. It was hard to see since there's no lights at this course, but
You think that was due to your socks?
yeah. So when the socks fell off, because they were icy, you know, and it's important because for me, HD they make the best socks. HD Socks Company, outstanding. So I have to always get icy socks after picking up the third straight victory. But I gotta thank my guys, everybody on the whole HD disc crew.
Hi, this is Natalia Romanoff from Agents of Sheldon, and I just have a question. What is your choice of snack when you're on the field and it's a long day?
Scooby Snacks, not the one that Scooby has, but they recently, maybe 20 years ago, they made this really cool. I don't know if it's like supposed to taste like Scooby Snacks, but they have them at Walmart, which is a proud sponsor of the old HD disc that I throw every night, Tuesday through Wednesday. It's really nice, but yeah, man, I just gotta appreciate the whole crew for putting together, and without Scooby Snacks, and I also love Starburst, which is a proud sponsor of the HD disc. Pretty thankful. So thankful for everybody involved with HD Sock.
How do you think Scooby Snacks and Starburst help you with your game?
So I didn't eat an actual meal before this, which is probably why I didn't break my record from yesterday. Like, I'm like the Joey Chestnut of throwing disc, you know. I always break my own record, but fortunately it was a little bit of a rough day out on the course. Like I said, the lights went out, so that was a bit of a bummer, but then again, no one has disc lights. So next question.
Crystal Fishers from Crystal News.
Gotcha.
If you lost your HD disc in the river, never to be found again, what would be the first thing you would do?
I would buy a new one. HD Socks, actually, they have their own company that actually makes really cool comedy bits.
That's right, we do.
That's right, bro. You already know. So it's just that simple.
Yes, Crystal Fishers from Crystal News Daily. How do you explain that throw that you almost threw in the pond and killed a little fish by?
It's a technique that some disc golfers will use, and unfortunately it's not as effective as I might have hoped today, but it still remains that that was a technique and strategy that I like to use for...
How do you explain and justify killing a fish?
Oh, I'm all about global awareness, so I'm just hoping to bring awareness to goldfish everywhere, and by me killing one, it opens up that door for other people to care for them and just to save the environment.
I disagree. Thank you for your time.
Hello, I'm AVR from the Putting Journalist.
Hi, AVR.
Do you prefer the wooded holes or the more open holes?
That is a great question. Honestly, I have no preference. What I think is that you just have to let your spirit fly when you're playing the game, much like a disc. So what happens when you throw a disc, it's just like your spirit gets into it and you become one with the disc. And so open, wood, closed, wherever you find yourself in this world, as long as you're making yourself one with the disc, I'd say you're pretty set.
Do you see yourself getting angry whenever you hit trees?
Yeah, I do. And that actually like really hits home for me because I'm all about saving the environment. I hope that we can stay connected throughout our journey as people and as disc golfers around the world.
I'll give you my number.
Trent Krum, The Independence. Who's your role model and why?
Oh, great question. I would say my role model is Willie Nelson.
Why?
Yeah, so he makes a bunch of music that is geared towards the hippies in the world, and I just feel like that is a very overlooked community that is very underprivileged, and there's a lot of bias towards them and them just being discriminated against for various things like their bandanas and their sunglasses and the way that they just hold sticks in their mouths sometimes.
What type of tree and why?
Oh, my go-to is honestly sweet gum, because what happens when the sweet gum tree falls from its origins, those sweet gum balls actually go on the ground and they impale my opponents. So I'm all about that.
Barry Bippings Daily.
Oh, what's up, Barry?
Hi. How can you justify triple bogeying that par 9?
Oh, right. So back home, I have some nieces and nephews, and they sing this song. It's called We Don't Talk About Bruno. And basically, the theme of that song is that we just don't talk about it. So I would just like next question. Hi, this is Ellen from The Ellen Show. And I was just curious, how do you prepare before game day?
That's a good question. First of all, what I do is I consult my brother. His name's Danny California. He's the cooler version of me. You know, I kind of just followed his footsteps, and I'm kind of here, but I've always been second place. So I don't know how you get to first place, but I'm trying really hard.
How do you mentally prepare under that much pressure to be just like your brother?
I have posters of him all over my room. That's all I do. I just look at his poster, and I don't even have his number. I haven't talked to him in years. But I do slow motion repeats of his throws, and it's just so good and godlike. I literally don't know what else to do. Danny, if you're out there, biggest fan, man. I'm not your actual brother.
Barry McJones Nathan II from the Hamptons. What's your favorite course, and explain your reasoning?
My reasoning?
Got that right, answer it.
Okay, geez, buddy, calm down. I'll tell you my favorite course. My favorite course is the one that goes round and round.
What's the name of it?
The Donut. Yes.
What state?
Iowa. Funny enough, they got a lot of like those aliens that come down and make those big circles on the cornfields. So that's what I do. I go to those alien cornfields and I just throw my disc around and around all day, and it just keeps coming back like a boomerang. It's crazy, man.
So are aliens real?
I think so. I saw one the other day. You know, I was driving through the fields of Iowa, and there was just he flew by me. He said, "Hey, man, biggest fan." What can I say, right?
Hi, this is Natalia Romanoff from the Agents of Sheldon again, and I was just wondering, what motivates you right
No
before you...
further questions.
Excuse me, sir.
No. Okay, cut.
Just go with it.
Wait, no, sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. I'll bring awareness to goldfish that are extinct.
I disagree. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
What types of trees?
That makes no sense. No, it's just a space. What types of trees for what?
And how do you like them wear them? What?
I wear them cold. Wear them with ice inside them.
Are they?
Here,
No further questions.
throw this disc. Watch this. Throw it at me.
Ellen Page from The Ellen Show, and I was just wondering.
My name's Steve Nash.